song at?
History is written by the victor. History is filled with liars. If he lives and we die, his truth becomes written.
You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distractions. My bank account, another transaction. We count them digits and subtract it. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distractions. My bank account, another transaction. We caught that nigga, send him packing. Yeah, we send it niggas packing. Don't give a fuck about the past. He hit the pavement, now he napping. You need some shit, just tap, tap, tap it. Just know your role and play your part. You're all talk and you're all bar. We see the loser in your heart, so please stop acting like you're smart. We left that loser in a ditch. That's what you get for talking shit. These niggas talking tough for Twitter, but I know you're full of it. Talking about slime, talking about gang. Nigga, you do not have no click. Nigga trying to say I make a mad, but boy, you really make me sick. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distractions. My bank account, another transaction. We count them digits and subtract it. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distractions. My bank account, another transaction. We caught that nigga, send him packing.
History is written by the victor. History is filled with liars. If he lives and we die, his truth becomes written.
You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distractions. My bank account, another transaction. We count them digits and subtract it. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distractions. My bank account, another transaction. We caught that nigga, send him packing. Yeah, we send it niggas packing. Don't give a fuck about the past. He hit the pavement, now he napping. You need some shit, just tap, tap, tap it. Just know your role and play your part. You're all talk and you're all bar. We see the loser in your heart, so please stop acting like you're smart. We left that loser in a ditch. That's what you get for talking shit. These niggas talking tough for Twitter, but I know you're full of it. Talking about slime, talking about gang. Nigga, you do not have no click. Nigga trying to say I make a mad, but boy, you really make me sick. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my veins.
That's the wrong screen. What's up? You know what I realized? This might not be great for seeing the screen. What's up, Miles? Seeing the screen.
Yeah,
What it do.
hello.
This actually isn't the. I mean, we could talk about it after. I don't mind at the end, but I'm actually gonna get. I want to get through these so I can make them their own videos. But remember when we were sent that in defense of Brahma Reddit thread?
Oh,
But
the
there was
Reddit thing?
but as I was gonna read it, I was reading it a little bit, and then I saw um this is a follow up to my In Defense of Visnu, which means the Visnu post. What's that? Why not do both? You know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we dive into Bear subreddit. Interesting. What's a good greater wisdom, Miles? Your number one loyal
Alright.
follower
What's
and
up?
guest. But but yeah,
Hello.
how you doing though? You all right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I'm so tired. I got one of those stupid, not stupid. I don't know if they're stupid, but like those like. Have you ever seen people wear those really massive sweaters inside their house? They're supposed to be like super comfy. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I got one crocheted for me, and I just think I look ridiculous in it. I look like, I look like a wizard, like a warlock that casts like black magic. But because it has, like the clan like pointy top, it's got that. Like I can't wear this.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm so grateful that someone took the time to make that for me. But I was just like, man, I think it looked fucking ridiculous. Like, there's certain things I don't buy because I'm like, I can't pull this off, bro. It's not for me, you know. But
Oh yeah.
other than that,
But I mean, if you're
question.
just gonna wear it around the crib, who cares?
No, I mean, I like what I wear right now.
Sure, fair.
Just throw on a hoodie and some shorts, or I just throw my robe on. Just out of curiosity, who in here? Is anybody in here? Not there's not too many of y'all to see 10 of y'all, but still, do any of y'all like really mess with Fire Emblem in here? Just out of curiosity, I want to know if anybody's who's been playing Engage, because there's one overlapping sentiment that I've seen throughout the reviews and stuff that I checked out and I through the grapevine, and it's making me like fuck. If they got this right, like I would probably want to play it, which is like the gameplay and the combat part and the actual tactical RPG part. So I'm like, fuck, did they get if they got that right, I'd actually probably want to play. But it just looks ridiculous. I just don't like how I don't like anything about its aesthetics. It's the same thing with Disgaea 6, which I'm sure is a fine game. But I'm like, why did you guys make it ugly? What is this? So I don't know. But yeah, I like Fire Emblem, but there's no amount of money that would make you play Engage. See, I heard that we went like almost old school Fire Emblem combat. I said, oof, that's a move in me. I don't know. The gameplay is fun, but the story's unserious in your opinion. I've heard that too. Like the story's not good. But oh, I just hate the path we went down. I'm like happy. I'm most happy Awakening happened because it saved the franchise, but the path we went down after Awakening just wasn't it. And I will always give them credit for remaking the black sheep of it, which is Gaiden. I think they called it Shadows of Valencia. But anyways, I'm gonna get distracted and go down a Fire Emblem rabbit hole. Not staying to avoid spoils, but showing support. Hope you have a good stream, my brother. All right, man. I appreciate it. But okay, say hi to YouTube. So be on YouTube at some point. And actually a couple months ago, well, a few months ago, we were sent this thread. This one right here, actually, it was called "In Defense of Brahma." But as I was reading it, it said, it's a follow up to their defense of Visnu. This is by the user believe you dash me. They did this 2 months ago. So wait, no, wait, hold on. I guess like only could have been 2 months ago then. Never mind. So it was a couple months ago. Anywho, yeah. So we're gonna read it, go through it, see what we think, and give our thoughts and opinions. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You ready, chatters? Let's get it. Let's see what they have to say. So in defense of Visnu, I know that a lot of people really dislike Visnu, but I feel like people give him too much of a bad rep. I'll bet with good reasons, but I want to offer a devil's advocate for what Visnu does more specifically with his treatment of Yaksha's death. So Yaksha's death specifically. All right. First of all, actually just before I move on, like I've been highly critical and distrusting of Visnu. I don't know if you exactly share the same sentiments. And I don't know if people in the chat are on that side where I've always attested that like I don't think Callie is necessarily a great person, but I do think that a lot of the stuff said about her is just untrue. Like one of those things because she is a bad person, so to speak, all of the negative commentary on her will quote unquote stick because it's like whatever, she's a chaos merchant. Whereas I don't necessarily believe that all of the other ones are these virtuous paragons of what is right and wrong, you know? What do you I don't know, where are you on that?
I don't have faith in. I mean, I've never shown love for really any of them. I do like speak to Vishnu, but like it's just like but I don't have like any love or like trust in any single one of them. Probably the most honest and straightforward arguably most trustworthy is Shiva because I feel like he's like pretty like wears his heart on his sleeve. He just doesn't give a shit about anything. But like
Mm.
by the nature that he doesn't care about shit and destroys a bunch of stuff, like he's also as bad as the others.
But at least I guess you could say it's like the whole like was it the Sagara Gandharva argument where it may not be nice or pretty, but at least they are who they are. They don't try to hide it or
Yes.
masquerade it behind. Okay, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Devil's advocation, heretic, burns bleach. First of all, I think people are looking at Vishnu's role as protector of the universe because he's initially introduced as such and might unintentionally be judging him as that. I'm not doing that. Are you? I don't even remember him being named that, so I wasn't thinking that deeply
Uh,
about it.
I don't. I think this person has to be careful because I don't know if that's an actual thing that like the narrator, like sometimes the narrator says what you can say, the author's saying that, or if just certain individuals are like Vishnu's the protector,
Mhm.
and that's like word of mouth from other people, which is by nature biased and not true.
Okay, I hear you. We'll see. Protected because he was first introduced as that, and my answer to judging that. But it's more fitting to think of his role as conservationist of the universe, where he does his absolute best to keep the ecosystem that is the universe going as long as possible, with humans as the most important part of the ecosystem because of their souls. Hmm. So his job is to preserve the ecosystem, the environment. Mm. You see, I
I
guess
would agree with that.
yeah, I don't disagree with it. I think the I guess the pushback that I would have is like it's like could you not make that case for all of them in some way, shape, or form? Like
I
the methodology might be different, but and the personalities are different, but it's still in service of prolonging the universe for as long as it can go. Maybe some of them don't care about the status quo of it changing that much, but okay. I mean, what do you think though?
I say Brahma, yeah. Shiva's weird because he's like in the camp, but it's just kind of as you said, like I don't know like how much like he would care about the specifics or the numbers of it. It's kind of
Mm.
like, oh, is this gonna work? No, like he's really quick. He's a type. He's like, okay, this save file is dead. I'm just gonna stop. He's a quick quitter. So like,
Okay.
I don't know
Yeah.
about him, but
Because like even with Cali, right? Because I would argue most people would say, well, what about Cali? She's there to sow dissension and despair and chaos and all disorder and all that. And I'm like, order and chaos are a yin and yang. You can't have one without the other. You can't have life without death. You can't have happiness without sadness. So I think that it's a necessary part of like the balance of light and dark. So regardless of how you may feel about her, I think she's necessary for the universe to work the way it's intended. You see what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying though?
I hear you. But this is what I'd be curious about, and I guess this would be how you've seen Callie. I took there to me there seems to be there was at some point some switch or change in I guess what she wanted to do or her desires or her relationships with the other primevals.
Hmm.
Like when she was talking to like she mentions like the concept of love, which to me always brings me back to thinking like, she once had like some form of lover and something went bad. It's Kubera, so of course it probably did. But I think she probably had a more active positive chaos role, which is sounds kind of contradictory. But like
Hmm.
like in the Dragon Ball Z, Beerus's destruction, but Beerus isn't like evil destruction. He's like pretty like orderly about how he goes about destroying. I mean, he kind of doesn't give like fuck all sometimes, but
I
like
like yeah like I get what you mean, but I don't know if he's the best example because
yeah, he might not have
he
been.
will destroy your entire planet if you feed him some mid ass
Yeah,
meal, so he's kind of
sure.
petty.
That's true. That's true.
He's
But
kind
you
of
get what I'm saying. Like I think she had like
it's
a
kind of like
process to it.
Galactus's role because the cosmic balance of the Marvel universe requires people that destroy and people that create, and Galactus
Yeah,
isn't necessarily like straight up evil. I want to eat the planet, and yeah, it's like I will die if I don't consume. You get what I'm saying? Yeah,
very
he will
true.
literally die. So
Yeah.
he got to do it. But I get
Yeah.
your
Like
point where it's like at some point maybe now she's literally just doing it to mess with them where before it like every single action of chaos and disorder she had a single purpose, like a real intention.
yeah.
Okay, I hear you.
Like her chaos before might have been like we're gonna sow some level of like discontent and like harm, but the universe would still be fine. But now it's gone to the point like no, I just actually want to destroy the universe.
Okay. I think
So
that's a fair
something along
argument.
those lines.
I think that's a fair argument. I I I don't necessarily disagree with that, but I still think the result is the same in a lot of ways.
Hmm.
Where like, it's still the dark side of the universe that has to exist no matter what. And
Yeah.
maybe it all starts and ends with her, but we'll see. Okay, because of their soul. Secondly, while I do share with a lot of people the idea that Yaksha could have been spared while making sure Rand's existence is guaranteed, a big issue comes up in the form of Kali. Yes, Visnu could devote a great deal of his time trying to protect Yaksha, but then Kali would make problems in other areas of the universe, as shown with Manaka's situation. Should Visnu just focus on the issue of Yaksha's dependence on Rand's existence and protect him, or get rid of him, making sure that Kali could not create the exact same situation with Manaka, only this time with Yaksha obscenely powerful, with Yaksha an obscenely powerful Nastica king? Imagine, if you will, Yuta with Manaka and Yaksha with his parents' protectors, who was going to stop them. Hmm.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm gonna reread it. Hold on. Secondly, well, I do share with a lot of people the idea that Yaksha could have been spared while making sure Rand's existence is guaranteed. A big issue comes up in the form of Kali. So this part I get. He's saying if he maybe focused too hard on the Yaksha stuff, she would have messed with some other part where he's not paying attention. Do we agree with this?
Yeah, but I guess I'm confused on the concept. Like, was this like something widely spoken about that people to save Yaksha?
That,
It's
like,
honestly
like,
never to
like,
me
like,
cross my
wait,
mind.
wait. Are you so? First of all, you're blah 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 roboting. Are you saying that
I'm sorry.
like, I guess at what point was it Vishnu's job to save him? I guess is my
Yeah,
question.
I didn't know people thought that Vishnu should have saved Yaksha. I never knew that was an argument people made.
Hmm.
Truly,
Okay. All right.
never thought about that honestly.
Yeah, neither have I. So should Vishnu just focus on the issue of Yaksha's dependence on Rand's existence and protect him, or get rid of him, making sure that Kali couldn't create the exact situation with Monaco and the Yaksha's was much more powerful. So okay, I mean, I don't necessarily. I guess it's not my viewpoint necessarily. I guess part of the issue here is maybe my baseline thinking of Vishnu's role is not in tandem with the kind of argument being made here. But let's keep going. And if someone with the help of Anata, Vishnu manages to get Yaksha to meet with Rand, what happens after Rand dies? Does Yaksha still have a reason to live? Is Rand even guaranteed entry to paradise? Or is Rand damned to hell with Yaksha, ending up like Taksaka or other Nastikas, where they are enraged at all the universe, thereby also leading up to the universe's end? Remember, Yama has a strict rule as it relates to punishment or rewards of souls. Odds are likely that Rand would end up in hell just from the killing of Lisa's entire family village, with no telling what other sins he'll heap up from protecting his family using Yaksha's heart. Hmm.
I
Hold on.
don't know if I'm dumb, but where does this come from?
It's one of those things where I wonder if being an outsider of the community maybe is making us not understand. Like certain communities just have certain things they
Yeah,
just tend to believe and it's just like not really questioned, like like super questioned. Like I'm wondering if we're in a situation like that right now. I don't know.
I do think I'm not equipped to hang. When did when was like what was the time when this was good thing about like I guess which tab was this supposed to be around?
I don't remember because I think I want to say it's around the time maybe with the losers of the universe and maybe Jabril and
Oh, okay, so pretty
Lila.
close.
It seems to me like this around that part because it looked like maybe Calavinka and Oran might have been the one that destroyed the village or whatever. So I'm guessing that was the theory here, inclination, because he did say that he wanted to make a defense for Visnu in relation to Ran and Yaksha, which is interesting specifically. But I mean, I gotta reread this part. And if somehow with the wealth on that, if Visnu managed to get Yaksha to meet with Rand, what happens after Rand dies? So basically saying, well, you actually have to. It's crazy because the last chapter kind of answers this question, but I'll leave that out for now.
Yeah.
Is Rand? Yeah, yeah. Damn. Like, damn. You see, this is why I gotta do these. I gotta do these more timely. All right, let's keep going though. Fuck it. Finally, how exactly is Vishnu supposed to convince Yaksha to live when even Ananta's closest friend and practically the one who most cared about his well-being cannot convince Yaksha of a life after Rand's death when he spent billions of years with him? Ananta no doubt tried every trick and tactic to get Yaksha, it's actually not wrong, to have even more reason to live, but he ended up with nothing but Rand to hold on to. After Rand dies, so does Yaksha, or at the very least, the universe could end and Yaksha wouldn't care, and he'd practically welcome it, implied with the end to his side story. Actually, now I'm wondering if this person might have just been one of those people who are just ahead in general. I'm not sure. So Visnu decides to give Yaksha an out while making sure that his reason for lasting as long as he did is guaranteed to happen. Unfortunately, Ananta couldn't bear it, but at least he doesn't have to because Visnu already prepared an out for Ananta as well with Lise and Maruna. No doubt if they can't bear it, Visnu would find someone else to pass his position again for as long as there are souls who live in this universe. Hold on, 2 months ago was probably the beginning of the side stories for the scans closer. Okay, thank you. Ah, I mean, ultimately,
Okay.
I don't like much agree with a lot that's being said here, but I think it's not even like to like. I'm not even trying to like go at this person or individual. I'm not even really mad at this post. I'm really not. It's very like I'm very indifferent towards it, but probably my baseline like starting position is completely different, so I'm just not seeing things the same way. And if this is somebody who's super ingrained in the community, it could be one of those things where I'm on the outside looking in, so I'm not getting some of the generally accepted, I guess, Kubera opinions about this character.
Wait, can you back to the topic again real quick?
Read what?
Can you back to the top of the page? Real quick?
Okay, you gotta. Your mic is still like. You want to like, leave and come back real quick and just I don't know, turn on LTE or something. I don't know. It's you're being. I can't even understand it. Hello. It's not. I
Is it
wonder if it's
better?
me. I wonder if it's me. It could be me. It's possible if it's me.
When I left, I low key still it echoes.
I'm leaving and coming back in chat. One sec. Nah, I feel like that was me. Because my Discord did not put me back in the chat, and I clicked it again. It gotta be me. That's very strange. Let me close Discord and reopen it. That's crazy. Can't rejoin. Hello. There you go. Hello. It's taking long to connect. So it is me. I think it's me. It's not him. Jesus Christ, what's going on? I might have to stop using Discord and find something else that's more reliable.
Yeah.
Okay, hello.
Yeah.
I think it's me. But anyway, see what you're saying.
Okay, I guess that part. So I guess I didn't see like his first underneath the title. So I guess he like because at first I thought it was those general conditioning things, which I guess was, but he was trying to use his situation of handling Yasha to
So
argue for.
so he's trying to use
That.
him in Yaksha's position to defend him,
Yeah,
Rand.
I,
Yeah, yeah,
I,
yeah, yeah. That's yeah,
I don't.
that's how it started. Yeah.
I think this is just a bad start. Like, I like. I don't know why that would make. I maybe have to reread this through again. But I don't think like.
Hold on. This is it's hold on. We gotta we gotta figure something out because this is not gonna work. Because I can't understand you.
Really, I understand you perfectly fine.
This is why I think it's me. Because when I re-entered Discord, it took like a minute for it to voice connect. I'm like, that's odd. Like, I'm not sure what the reason
Hold
is though.
on, I'm gonna come back. Let me see something real quick.
All right, all right. Yeah, I'll just give my kind of final thoughts on this though. Like, yeah, I don't agree with it personally. I think it's I think I can hear you, but not him. Oh, you can't hear him at all? Oh shoot, that's crazy. Yeah, I might. If anything, I'll just like stop and restart if I got to do that. But it could be Discord. Discord sometimes just messes up. Like it's weird. Like there's times where I'm on Discord and like I'll just get thrown into the void. We call it the void, and yeah. So not staying. Dead five. Wait. Yeah, you see, my internet's tripping. I think because even my phone is like, what's going on? I really hate my internet. One day I'm not gonna have bodega. Promise. When I get out of here, I'm gonna get Tony Stark, T'Challa level. What you call it? I'm not looking for Twitch, so we'll have to do it like that. But we hear Miles, but it's Robot Miles. Yeah, that's what I figured because
Am I better?
it's that sentence was better. See something again?
Hello?
Hello. Yeah, speak. Just not speak in general.
I think Yaksha's the
Yeah, actually, is the goat. All right. It's okay. All right, I'll be back, chat. Give me a sec.